history buffs will love. I'm headed to Aurangabad and Ellora, which are home to some of Maharashtra's most impressive monuments. And the car I'm driving also is quite a work of art in itself, the Volkswagen Vento. So time to get into the driver's seat. The Vento is a great car if you're in the mood for a road trip. It's extremely spacious and very comfortable. These seats feel really luxurious. It also comes with an excellent stereo system with Bluetooth connectivity, so you can just stream your favorite music off of your smartphone. And this flat-bottom steering wheel is great to hold. It also has all the multi-function buttons, which are a huge convenience. So all in all, you're well prepared for a long drive. So time to get rolling. Aurangabad lies 335 kilometers east of Mumbai. It's roughly a 7-hour drive, and in this car it might even take me less time because it's super speedy and smooth, yet compact enough to maneuver really easily. It's a very pretty drive with surprisingly good roads, and you see hills dotted with wind turbines on the way. Once I reach Aurangabad, Ellora is only 20 kilometers away. So I'm first going to make a quick stop in Aurangabad for some sightseeing before heading off to Ellora to check out the famous carved caves. After a long but enjoyable drive in the spiffy Volkswagen Vento, I've reached Aurangabad and I thought I'd make my first stop the beautiful Bibi Ka Maqbara, also known as the mini Taj Mahal. Now this is exactly where I am and I'm eager to take a look inside. The last Mughal emperor Aurangzeb made Aurangabad his capital in the 17th century. Bibi Ka Maqbara was constructed by Aurangzeb's son Azam Khan, modelled around the Taj Mahal. With 4 minarets flanking a central dome, this white tomb certainly does resemble Agra's Taj. And while the prince had envisioned the entire structure built out of marble, his tight-fisted father had insisted that it be built out of limestone. And despite this compromise, I have to say that this is truly a striking sight. The other monument I wanted to check out is on my way to Ellora, the Daulatabad Fort, about 15 kilometers away from Aurangabad city centre. The drive allowed me to get a sense of what Aurangabad is like, an amalgamation of urban chaos and history. The Daulatabad Fort is hundreds of years old and it really is quite magnificent. It's also massive, it takes over the whole hill and it's really complex. There's several concentric walls, these huge walls, one after the other, arranged in this labyrinth-like fashion around really complex stairs. And I think this would have really confused intruders, so it's very strategically constructed. Now, I will admit it's a huge trek as well. To climb up the hill takes some effort, but you will be rewarded with beautiful views as well as a glimpse into some stunning architecture and history. The fort was built by the Yadava kings in the 12th century. It was then renamed Daulatabad, the city of fortune, by Delhi Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq in the 14th century, who decided to shift his capital here from Delhi. Ironically, Daulatabad soon proved untenable as a capital for strategic reasons, and having marched his subjects down here, they were forced to retrace their tracks all the way back to Delhi. fort complex really is charming. It encompasses several lovely green gardens full of flowers, and you'll also probably see a few langurs and maybe even hear some peacocks. Now there's also several other monuments within the fort, like a stepwell, the Chand Minar, as well as a few shrines. So there's lots to see here, but it's now time for me to head to Ellora. I got to hop back into the Vento to drive just a bit further to Ellora. And I have to say, this car is such a treat. It's so easy to drive given the 1.5-litre diesel engine combined with a 7-speed automatic DSG gearbox. The diesel engine makes it very economical on long drive as well. And what's also great is that in terms of safety, even the base model of the Vento comes with 2 standard airbags. This trim of course offers more, like the anti-lock braking system and traction control or ESP, which makes it such a safe car to drive. I've reached Ellora after a short but pleasant drive, and I'm eager to look at the caves because I've heard so much about how special they are. It's a World Heritage Site after all, so I'm sure we have something to look forward to. Number 16 of the caves in Ellora is the Kailash Temple, and it's truly one of the most impressive and most important caves here. It was built in the 8th century, and it's jaw-dropping that that level of artistry was achieved relying entirely on manual work so many centuries ago. Now, it was designed to resemble Mount Kailash, which is the abode of Lord Shiva, and the carvings inside are supposedly just remarkable. So I'm really excited to take a look inside. Some of the other must-visit caves are 3, 10, 11, 12 and 15. The vastness of the scale of these caves combined with the intricacy of the detail in the carving work really is awe-inspiring and has to be seen to be experienced. Gigantic rocks taller than 5-storied buildings were carved over 10 generations to achieve these incredible architectural masterpieces. There are literally thousands of statues. It's an art lover's paradise. Aurangabad and Ellora are a lovely option for a weekend getaway, especially if you're interested in seeing some beautiful and historic art and architecture that spans several religious traditions. From the Indo-Islamic monuments in Aurangabad to the Buddhist, Jain and Hindu caves in Ellora, you really get a sense of the richness and diversity of India's culture all right here. And I could have easily spent hours just gazing at the intricate details in the caves in Ellora, but it's already time for me to head back to Mumbai. And luckily for me, the Vento is waiting right here to take me home, and she's just been such a pleasure to drive. This is a car that's fast, smooth and comfortable, so I have to admit I'm excited to get back into the driver's seat. See you next week.